Hello, everybody, and welcome to class. This is the week of December 2nd, and this is Professor Bob, or Bob, and this is an introduction to class. Now, here's what we got this week. This is the last week that we have before finals. So this week we have conference week. Conference week means that you can meet one-on-one with me if you need to, and we can do anything that you want before we wrap things up next week with our final exam. So what I want you to do is if you need to speak with me this week or you need to make an appointment with me, send me an email and we'll do that. Now, because this is the last week, it doesn't, the last week of school, well, really before finals, it doesn't have to be during our class time. As a matter of fact, it usually isn't. So I'm available this week. Today's being is Monday night. So I'm available Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Usually late afternoons, evenings from 5 o'clock until like 9:30 or so. And on Friday, what I'll do is I'll make myself available most of the day if you need to speak with me. Again, my goal is for you guys is to be available as possible to sit with you one-on-one and spend some quality, non-interrupted, more than 5 minutes if you need to sit with me for half an hour, or even 2 hours or something. We can do that. So this is me being flexible and trying to get you guys exactly what you need to get you over the finish line. So there's no formal lecture this week. Actually, for any of my classes this week, there's no formal lecture. Really, my goal is to try to get you guys across the finish line. So if you need me, I'm here. You know where to find me. Let me know what your question is. Send me an email. Call me. Email is usually the best. And we'll schedule some time, or we could do things remotely too. A lot of you have been doing that where you'll send me your code and you know the rest. Most of you have been doing that where I'll work offline with you. But anyway, that's your goal this week. Now, let me wrap some stuff up here. I'm channel surfing on my brain here. There's 11 assignments throughout this semester. All 11 are posted. If you're looking for a link, don't look for the link. Don't go through your email. Remember, you know how I feel about that. I just think email is just a necessary evil. Go to the syllabus. You know where the link to the syllabus is. If you go to the syllabus and go to the last page of the syllabus, you're going to see the link for all 11 assignments. Easy peasy, all in one spot. Just go there, click on the link. There you got your assignment. So you're going to get another email from me probably at the end of this week letting you know if I'm missing anything from you. Now, I did this a few weeks ago. Now, again, don't panic. If for some reason I have written down or I don't have recorded that you turned in assignment 7, I just might say I'm missing assignment 7. Don't panic. If you turned it in, say, Bob, I turned it in. Please look again. Or if you have it handy, hand it in again. But usually it's on me. Like I say, I always give you the benefit of the doubt. If you say you turned it in, I'll look for it, and we'll get things all squared away. There's no penalty for that. So I just want to make sure that what I have is what you've turned in. Remember, it's a long semester for me too. So you think your life is crazy. Imagine mine. I got all you guys, and I have other classes as well. So I'm trying to get everyone to where they need to be at least by Friday so you could go into the finals and not like be freaked out about it. So do your assignments, please. Get all your assignments in. Now, here's the thing about the final exam. Now, the final exam is going to be on everything that we've covered from the beginning of the semester, which is, gosh, it seems like such a long time ago, doesn't it? From the beginning of the semester to present. So assignment 1 through assignment 11. The difficulty level will be along the lines of your midterm, which is not horrible. Remember, I think the difficult part of the class is keeping up with your daily assignments because, I think that's how you learn. We learned past tense, week by week, right? I mean, every week we learn something new. We learned a few more things, and like I was mentioning before, if we learn a few things every week, there's 16 weeks in the semester. That adds up to like 45 or 50 things, and I think that's pretty impressive if you add all that up. And that's kind of one of my philosophies in teaching is a little at a time. It's a marathon. Slow and steady wins the race. It's not, we don't do things in big moments of drama. Like oh, there's a midterm and there's a final and we got to buckle down. And no, you should already know it by now. So the best way to study for the final is really just to do your assignments. I'm not a professor, an educator that really goes off of the beaten path and say, well, you should have known and going on of and be of. I'm not like that. I think that's unfair. If we don't cover it, I mean, even a little bit, if we don't cover it in lecture, we don't cover it in class, we don't cover it as one of our topics for the week, we don't cover it really in an assignment, I'm not going to cover it. I mean, I'm not going to give you a curveball like, I want you to write, I'm making this up, so don't panic. I'm going to want you to write a C# program that gets input from the user and builds an object and inserts a record into the database. Because you want to know what? I don't think we did C# all semester. So you're not going to get stuff like that. So your best bet is to study, is to just go over your assignments again. And that's kind of like where you're in a catch-22, because if you haven't been doing your work, well, most of you have. Actually, all of you have to some extent. I mean, everyone takes a little time off, a little mental time off during the semester where, I mean, you know who you are. I mean, you're there for a few weeks, but you're really not there. You're kind of busy doing work stuff and you're not mentally there. So, I mean, all of us have done that. Not me, but all of you guys have done that at some point or another. But so you're going to have to kind of fill in. Only you guys know what you need to cover. I can't sit with you and say, this is what you need to do. You know what you need to do at this point. If you don't, I really can't tell you. You know, it's kind of like a kid. It's just like you get to a point and it's like you know the difference between right and wrong. You know what we covered. You know what the material was. Now it's just really up to you to be able to recall it. Okay, so the final next week will be electronic, just like the midterm, just like anything else. You're going to get a link for it. It will not, again, repeat, with a T on the back of it, not. It will not be a link on our syllabus. Remember, there's not links for tests on our syllabus, only assignments. So I'll give you a link in your email. Again, easy peasy, nothing really different about this. So don't panic. You don't need to be taking real detailed notes. You're going to get a link next Sunday over the weekend, maybe Monday morning, and you'll have to the end of the week to do it. So here's the thing. You can't drag your feet on that, though. You have to get it in by the due date. This is the only assignment. You got to get in by the due date, because if it's not in by the due date, you get a 0. Zeros are killers. So please don't push it past it. I can't give you an extension. Can't give you a week, just like the other stuff. Get it in, please. Okay, so let me give you an Easter egg here. If you have all of your assignments in, you do not have to take your midterm. Pardon me. Sorry, Bob. Sorry. You do not have to take your final. So you let me know what you want to do. And here's the thing. I usually have a policy that if you're getting an A in the class, and you've turned in all your assignments, again, that's a caveat. Got an A, you turned in everything, you can clip out of your final and you get an A for the semester. Okay, I'm expanding that this year. I'm expanding it to say, actually, I had a student suggest this to me last semester, and I found it to be, a good suggestion, and there's no reason why we don't do this. If you don't have all your assignments in and you're getting a B in the class, and you're happy with that B in the class, let me know. And if you're that persuasion, let me know. So basically, this is what I'm saying to you. If you don't want to take your final, you don't have to. But here's the thing, okay? You don't have to take your final, but you are going to have the grade that you have going into the final. That makes sense? So if you're getting a C and you don't want to take your final, you will get a C for the semester. You're getting a B, you got a B. If you're getting an A, you get the A. So why would you want to do that? Someone's raising their hand, said, why would I want to do that? Why would I not want to improve my grade? Well, you probably should, right? If I'm getting a C, I'd want to take the final to see if I could get myself up to a B. Or I might say, I might say, you know what? I am so crazy busy in my life right now. I am so crazy busy in all of my other classes. You know what? I'll take that C or I'll take that B. I just don't want it to get any worse. And quite frankly, I need the time. I don't have time for this class for the final. I'm happy with my B. I'm happy with my C. I need to focus on other stuff. That's why you can do that. So I'm offering that to you. So again, Bob, you don't got to give me an explanation, but I'm completely underwater in my accounting or my econ class. I'm getting a B in our class. Give me the B. Merry Christmas. We'll see you in the springtime. We're done. That is an option for you. If you need to know where you're at with the class, most of you do. Again, get a hold of me and say, "Hey, Bob, where am I?" And I'll let you know. So that's a decision that you need to make. It's going to completely up to you. Okay, so that's how the final goes. That's where you should be at. Remember, it's appointment only this week. This is again me trying to make sure that I give you all the individual time that you need. So if 75% of you don't need me at all, the other 25% need me a little bit. Some people need me more than a little bit. Where you're like, you know what, I need you to sit with me and walk me through this stuff. Okay, I'm available for all of that this week, but you got to get a hold of me. Let me know what time works for you. Let me know what's on your mind, what you need to talk about, what assignment, if possible. Let me know so that way I could prepare and I could make sure that when we sit down, I'm not spending the next half an hour just trying to catch up, or hopefully not that long, catching up for what's on your mind. I could just say, hey, okay, you're having a problem with assignment 6. All right, let's get right to it. We can move along. So get your assignments in. Most of you are still doing your assignments. Some of you are not. If all of your assignments are done, if you're all the way through assignment 11 and you're getting an A in a class, you're done. You're done. But here's the thing: you have to let me know. I mean, let me know you're not going to take the final. That way, I could get your paperwork done. But don't panic. I mean, just you don't got to let me know, that you're not going to take your final. If you just don't take it, I just know you're not taking it. You'll get an A. But it's always best to touch base with me. I know this is a lot of information. I'm kind of scattered right now. I'm sorry, I'm a little unfocused. But anyway, get your work done. If you're done with all 11 assignments, believe me, congratulations, you're ahead of the game. Yar. If you're done with everything, you're ahead of the game. Enjoy, if you possible, the next week or so, or at least be stress free as far as this class is concerned. You've done your work, you've put in your time. I'm not going to be hounding you. There's nothing really left for you to do. Okay, remember I talked about soft landings for the semester, and for the most part, we're kind of headed for one right now, where I'd like to end the semester on a soft landing, not a crash landing. So there's not a lot of drama. And, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I got to get my assignments in, and there's lectures, and there's midterms, and blah 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 blah. So hopefully we avoided that. Looks like for the most part we did. So that's good. So anyway, hope everyone. We're gonna wrap things up here. I think I got it all. Okay, so hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. We're going into the Christmas season. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If not, if you're whatever you celebrate, happy everything, right? Enjoy your time off. And a couple of things I'm going to let you go with, unless I see you this week or until I give you the final, is you should, if you're going to be taking this semester, pardon me, if you're going to be taking pardon me, sorry, if you're going to be here in the spring semester, please enroll now, because classes do fill up. I know you've heard this, and you probably have been deleting the emails from the school. It does happen, especially for those of you that want a specific course, or you may need a specific course to graduate or to move on, or a prerequisite. Do it now, really seriously. Don't put it off until you get back, because everyone else is going to do that. So you might say, oh, there's only 3 seats taken. Believe me, they get it sucked up pretty quickly. So be sure to do that. Also, if you need career counseling, okay, like informal career counseling, like from Bob here, you want to go into IT, you want to transfer, you want to know how much database administrators make, how much programmers make, how much Java programmers make, and what your educational requirements. Bob, do I need math if I want to get a bachelor's of science? Things like that. Get a hold of me. We can make some time this week, or even over break. We could do it that way too. I think that's pretty much it. Maybe there was one more thing. No, I think that was it. All right, folks, get your stuff in. If you need me, get a hold of me. We'll make an appointment. We'll go over whatever's on your mind. Study for the final if you're going to take it, and if you're not going to take it, just let me know as a courtesy, and then that way I could get your paperwork in. One last thing too. One last thing. If you're graduating this semester, I don't think there's anyone in this class that is, but if you are, let me know sooner rather than later. That way I can do your paperwork first. You know me. I just don't want. I'd like things to go smoothly. I don't like things to kind of be dramatic at the very end. All right, folks. Everyone, have a great week, and I bid you all a very well rest of the day. Thank you.